It's time for Portland Wrestling 2000s. Now, here he is, your number one host, Frank Culbertson.
Hey, wrestling fans, it's Frank Culbertson here once again. Hey, thanks for joining me on this episode of Portland Wrestling 2000s. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss a moment of great Portland Wrestling 2000s action. And what actions we have for you today. But recently I had breakfast with this guy. That's right, Dr. Luther, or as he's better known today, simply Luther, the butler for Tony Storm in AEW. Well, 4 hours later, and we were still remembering stories of working for Portland Wrestling. We talked about some of the great talent we had. Guys like Scotty Mack, the Black Dragon, Ladies' Choice, Mr. Beefy Goodness, Vance Nevada, Adam Thornstone, the Cartel of Big Ugly, J.D. Bishop, and Vinny Massaro. Of course, the Blanchards tag team, Skag Rollins. We had veterans like Mustafa, Snuka, Jerry Lynn, Billy Two Eagles, of course, Ed Moondog Moretti, Fidel Sierra, the Grappler, and even, of course, Roddy Piper, and so many more. So I wanted to highlight 2 guys, one match that has always stood out to me as being great. It's Bonzai Bruce versus Dante. 2 guys who work quickly and, shall I say, snug. Now, Bruce, you might know better as here Ryan Tran, a WWE ref now for going on 15 years. He has ref some of the biggest matches in WWE history. Watch him ref and you'll see just how good he is. He's always in the right place at the right time, which is a thing not every ref gets if you watch a lot of wrestling. And he's also worked for a while as a wrestler. In Dante, well, Dante is special. Not just his look, but his strength in the ring for a guy not on the bigger side. Dante had it all. His stuff looked great. He moved quickly, and he could fly with the best of them, as you'll see. And he worked hard every single time he was in the ring. He's truly one of my favorite guys to watch wrestle. Now, we'll have some more on Dante in a bit, but for now, let's go to an interview with Dr. Luther and Dante, and then right into action as it's Bonzai Bruce versus Dante, with Ed Moondog Moretti joining me on commentary, who is just a scream to work with. It's so fun, so great on commentary. Let's go to that match.
Fans, Chi-Town Ken here, along with the Army of Darkness. Dante, welcome back to Portland Wrestling. Back from a successful tour. Black Dragon out on tour. You've got a match coming up next against Bonzai Bruce.
Bonzai, it's been a while. You know, we've been wrestling in California. I decided to come up to Portland. You, tagged along like the little Asian kid you usually are. But, we got one thing to take care of, and that's business, and you're in my way. You're just another victim of the 450, or maybe I'll just leave a little bit of spinal remains for you.
Who, Dr. Luther?
Ken, did you see last week as Skag Rollins makes his way into the ring? What does he do, Ken? He straps me! Again and again and again! But you know what? The AOD gets the first, the second, and the last laugh, as usual. Because the grappler, he went down at the hands of Dr. Luther. And Skag Rollins, you keep coming for me, because you know what? I got this. We'll come again and again and again, and the outcome will always be the same. And that's you on your back, looking at the lights, wishing that you had never got in there in the very first place. Well, guess what? The prodigal son has returned. Dante is once again back in the AOD where he rightfully belongs. And the AOD is strong. As today, I talked to the Black Dragon. He's walking around Manila. He's walking around Tokyo. He's walking around Korea. And he's kicking ass, representing the AOD. Strong. He will soon be back. And we will once again rule Portland Wrestling! And Grappler, if you're still alive, you and Team Hell, Skag Rollins, Grappler, you're like a raging case of hemorrhoids that just won't go away. And what do? You put on gunk. You put on gunk. You put on more gunk, and it doesn't go away. Then you gotta call a doctor, and the doctor comes and cuts them out. And last week, Grappler, you were cut out. And next week, Skag, you're gonna go to the side right with him. You shut up, kid. You shut up.
Making his return to Portland Wrestling, representing the Army of Darkness, weighing in at 170 pounds from Fresno, California, Dante! And his opponent from Nagasaki, weighing in at 180 pounds, Bonzai Bruce!
Fans, this is going to be a great matchup. Bonzai Bruce making his Portland Wrestling debut here against Dante of the AOD. I am joined once again this week by a man no longer wearing the OWO shirt, still, as I understand, boycotting Portland Wrestling.
I am totally boycotting Portland Wrestling, and even though we have great sponsors in Z100, I don't like the idea of that disc jockey in our ring here. That gets me really upset.
Well, we're glad to have a relationship. Portland Wrestling and Z100, and Derek from the Buckhead Show. Listen to him every morning. That's Z100, Portland's #1 hit music station. You want to start your mornings off a great way. Great music, great laughs. Listen to Derek and the Buckhead Show. Right now, Bonzai Bruce has started off Dante in Dante's first match back here on Portland Wrestling. We saw him run in on the strap match last week. I had no idea he was here.
He is part of the AOD, and they do things a little differently than everybody else. Dr. Luther's always pulling tricks out of his bag. That's just the way he is. And watching these two guys, Bonzai Bruce and Dante, in the ring, they're going to show you a high-flying wrestling match. Right now, they're on the mat. They're working on holds. Both these guys are really good technicians.
Well, we know what Dante is capable of. We saw him here on Portland Wrestling wreaking mayhem before. And mayhem is what we're going to see in our main event tonight, Ed Moretti.
Absolutely.
The Cartel, Vinny Macero and Big Ugly versus Team Hell, Exile, and Damon Sykes.
It'll all come to a head right here on Portland Wrestling, but it'll be without the OWO. Buddy Wayne is away right now. He's sunning himself. He's staying in shape. And Samito's still trying to get out of jail.
Look at this terrific move. I had to interrupt you there, Ed Moretti. I'd love to talk more
No,
about
you love
Samito.
to interrupt me, Frank Culbertson. I know that.
Counter after counter by Bonzai Bruce and Dante. These two really putting on an exhibition. Listen to the fans appreciate what they've done.
Yes, they appreciate great wrestling. The Portland wrestling fans do. And these guys are both great wrestlers. But I'm going to tell you what. There's a few screw looses in that side of that head of Dante. You know that, and I know that. I seen him on a leash before, crawling across the floor.
Now they're just exchanging blow after blow. Let's go back to Samito, because it reminds me of our great sponsor here on Portland Wrestling, Captain Jack's. Great tattoo place here in Portland, Oregon. The very best for all your body piercing and tattoo needs. Samito with the body tattoos that he has.
It is the sign of a Samoan chief in the island of Samoa, and he is one.
Look, oh my goodness, Dante springboard off the second rope reverse, really planted Bonzai Bruce down.
With that DDT.
Bonzai Bruce coming in from Nagasaki, Japan, really wants to make a name for himself here, and he has got a tough matchup in his debut against Dante. Oh my goodness, what a kick to the back by Dante.
And you know, if you did that to a normal man who wasn't a pro wrestler and kicked him in the back like that, he'd be in traction for months.
There's a pin. There's 1, 2, almost a 3 count by referee Albert McClure, a fine referee here in Portland Wrestling. We have nothing but the very best with Mark Watson and Albert McClure. Wouldn't you say, Ed?
Well, I beg to differ. I think both of them could use some eye tests a few times. They've shafted the OWO quite a few times in matches, but for as far as referees go, they're okay. They're all right.
Fans, this is a great matchup with Dante. For Dr. Luther to bring him back, nobody should underestimate anything Dr. Luther does. He's always thinking 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks ahead, maybe 5 months ahead. The man knows, as he said, he controls Portland Wrestling.
Well, I don't know about that, but he is.
Oh, my
Look at that,
goodness.
Frank Culbertson. He used him as a doormat right there. Dr. Luther is the Pacific Northwest Tag Heavyweight Champion.
He is, that's right. And now Dante, there's a reverse by Bonzai Bruce with a spinning kick to the back. Look at that, the unusual hairstyle that Dante has. It's just his trademark. He is one, as you mentioned, one strange and bizarre individual.
But a great wrestler. You can't take that away from him. As is Bonzai Bruce.
Absolutely.
Or they wouldn't be here in Portland Wrestling to begin with.
Great turnout here at Portland Wrestling, 33rd and Marine Drive, Cleaver National Guard Armory. Next TV taping July 23rd. You want to go out to Tom Peterson and Glorious too. Get your $3 off coupons for adult admission. Kids 9 to 17, only $5. Kids 8 and under free. Ed Moretti, this is the best deal that there is.
Well, Portland Wrestling is the best deal that there is, Frank Culbertson. And you know what will make it better? When the OWO lifts their boycott against Portland Wrestling, which we'll only do when the board of directors comes to our terms.
Oh my goodness, Bonzai Bruce with a beautiful springboard maneuver. Both these men quite obviously know how to use ropes and use them as trampolines to add extra impact. And Dante right now in a lot of trouble. He's over in the ropes. He's able to grab onto the ropes. Good move by Dante.
Well, you know, this is a new breed of pro wrestler. They incorporate many different disciplines, martial arts and self-defense into their wrestling matches. And they're both quite successful in doing so. Absolutely.
Bonzai Bruce right now with a big uppercut on Dante. And now Dante whipped off into the ropes. Off he comes. Big elbow by Bonzai Bruce. Really caught Dante flush on the chin. There's a pin. There's 1, 2, almost a 3 count.
Well, you know, at any given time, there could be a 3 count with those kind of maneuvers. This guy knows what he's doing. He really laid him in there.
Let's talk about our main event coming up next year on Portland Wrestling, the Cartel versus Team Hell. I know you've been in the ring with both of these groups. How do you see that match playing out?
I think anybody could win that match, and I think I can guarantee you one result will be nothing but total chaos in the ring tonight.
Oh, Dante, he's catching asleep. Oh, my goodness. Do you see that, Ed Moretti?
I don't even know how to describe that, Frank Culbertson, except it wasn't good for Dante.
He just caught him. Looked like he was going for a dragon sleeper, twisted him around and just planted him like a twisting DDT on the mat. Dante planted his forehead straight in the mat, Ed.
These guys come up with so many different moves because they are such great wrestlers, and they use it and execute them to the fullest extent.
Bonzai Bruce coming in from Japan, where we mentioned a totally different style of pro wrestling, Ed Moretti.
Absolutely.
And I know you've been in Japan a number of times, and you know what it's like over there. You got to be the very best, which is why Bonzai Bruce is here in Portland Wrestling, where the biggest and the best wrestle each and every week
Portland
here on CMW 14.
Has the best, absolutely.
What they are trying to go for some move. Dante trying to counter it.
He tried to block it, Frank.
He is on the second roll. What is he? Dante. Oh my goodness! I'm not sure who took the worst of it, Dante or Bonzai Bruce. It looked like Dante got caught with a pile driver right
Frank
on top of his head.
I'll tell you what, that is anybody's guess. Both men are down right now, and both men are feeling the effects of whatever you want to call that.
Dante barely moving. The referee giving him to the count. One man has to be able to get up. Dante really took, it looked like a pile driver from the second rope.
Can I tell you one reason why that would never happen to me, Frank Culbertson? Because I'd have went in and busted this guy's legs a long time ago. I'd have went in there and busted both his legs, ripped his ankles out of its sockets, popped his knees out of his joint. Then he could never do that to me.
Float over by Dante and by Bonzai Bruce. Both of them missing. Now springboard again. Dante catches him. There it is. Looks like this is the dragon sleeper that he's known for. But no, he reverses it again. Countered by Dante. He's got him up. Oh my goodness!
Frank Culbertson, if he doesn't have a broken neck, I'll kiss you.
That is it. It is all over.
And I know what that move is called. That's called the spinal remains. That is called the spinal remains, and Dante is famous for using that. He put many guys out of wrestling using that hold.
Unbelievable action. Dante, the winner on Bonzai Bruce, but I'm not sure if either of them feels like the winner right now.
Well, Dante got his hand raised, but I'll tell you what, in this type of match, both guys come out losers a lot of times because it's hard to recover from something like that, Frank Culbertson.
Fans, we need to go to a commercial.
Tell you what.
We're going to be back with Z100's Derek. Now, what is Bonzai and Dante in the ring? This was a hard fought. There it is, a good sign of sportsmanship. These two men put everything they had into it. Dante coming out on top. Let's go to a commercial. Go ahead, Ed.
Now what he needs is to throw him out of the ring and run his head in a steel post. That's what I'd do.
That'd be OWO. Listen to the round of applause from the fans here.
The fans' applause mean nothing if it was the OWO, who we are boycotting Portland Wrestling, we'd have went there and run him his head into the post. That's how much sportsmanship means to us. Because we're winners.
Well, let me forget, next time we have you out here on commentary, I want to talk to you about Matt Borden and what you guys did to him, blinding him 2 weeks ago.
Blinded him?
Yeah, throwing powder. Buddy Wayne, I saw it.
No. Buddy Wayne didn't throw any powder on him.
Fans, we'll go to the tape. Fans, at this point, let's go to a commercial. We'll be back with our main event, The Cartel.
Okay, well, maybe he did, but Matt Bourne's blind now, so who cares?
The Cartel versus Team Hell.
Who cares?
It's now time for the Captain Jack's Tattoo of the Night.
He's got him up. Oh, my
Frank
goodness.
Culbertson, if he doesn't have a broken neck, I'll kiss you.
That is it. It is all over.
And I know what that move is called.
That's so good. Both guys looked like they killed the other guy, but did such a great job of protecting each other. Really professional wrestling at its very best. Some more on Dante. After wrestling, he moved on to strongman competition. He bulked up, but let's watch just a bit of Dante, Cjay Bates, in strongman action.
Come on. Yes. Yeah. Nice, dude.
Come on, CJ!
Come on. Block it out, dude. Yes.
Wow, that's some strongman shit right there. Dante, the strength that he has developed is amazing. And, well, he was always amazing in the ring. And here's a compilation of Dante in wrestling action, and take a look. Fans, hopefully you've enjoyed this quick look at Dante versus Bonzai Bruce in action. Again, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a moment of great Portland Wrestling 2000's action. That's all the time we have for today. But coming up very soon, July 1st, is this. One night, one match, and they were gone. One Match Wonders debuts July 1st. From legends to unknowns, they all stepped into the Portland Sports Arena just once. New episodes every Tuesday and Friday. 10 episodes, 30 names, one shot each. One Match Wonders, streaming July 1st. Once again, Frank Culbertson, thanking you for joining me here on the Portland Wrestling's 2000 channel. As we say, that's wrestling wrestling the way it should be.